Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, Gemini, we are going to do a general reading for you today. I'm going to use the Muse Tarot. What do we have? Look at you, the Queen of Voices, the Queen of Swords. This is your energy, Gem. Awesome. It's sitting at the bottom of the deck waiting for you. Going to do a general reading for you. There are 9 cards in this spread. I do want to warn you, I get like sort of deeper messages with the Muse Tarot. I'll try to do the reading to start with what the typical meaning of the tarot cards are, like what I'm getting for you. And then you'll find me kind of probably going into it and pulling out all sorts of stuff with the artwork, how the cards are connecting. So there'll sort of be 2 levels to this reading in that way. There will be an extended as well. The link is at the top of the description if you were drawn to it. And in the extended, so weird. I keep thinking I see something move out of the corner of my eye right now. So it's really distracting. And it's not dog. It's not dog. Dog is laying down. Dog is in bed. My little dog, Lily, who is actually a Gemini, is laying in the bed right now. What the heck is walking around? But I keep seeing it out of the corner of my eye. So what are we talking about? Yeah, there's a link at the top of the description for the extended. And I'll look at potential outcome and advice for you. In that you will get some of that in this as well, though. So Gemini, let's get started. All right, Gemini, Gemini, Gem, 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 ba-dum, bum. Gemini, Gemini. Wow, look at you, Queen of Materials. So maybe you're not quite in your energy. The overall energy of your reading is the Queen of Materials, the Queen of Pentacles, sitting pretty, sitting comfortable, being very grounded, nurturing, perhaps executing fine business plans, whether those are business plans of an industrial nature or like the home nature. Stoking the home fires a little bit. I'm hearing that. Your mental emotional state is an awakening. That's kind of cool because you're sort of sitting in an energy that it's a little bit homebody-ish for Gemini. A little bit grounded, maybe overly grounded, but it's not a bad energy. It's very good. I never noticed that before. She's in the bottom, like, yeah, look at it. Yeah. What you need to do to move forward. Oh, the 3 of Voices. Oh, I'm going to have to clarify that. Well, let's see what the rest of the cards say. This is the 3 of Swords. What you need to do to move forward. Recent past, most significant, 8 of Emotions. Wow. Yeah, it's like an eclipse. Oh, I just heard that. Oh, sings that. Total eclipse of the heart. I have to laugh. Like when I watch other readers and they talk their songs, thinking, what song is that? And I'm thinking, oh, I think it's a new song. I don't know. All of my songs are like from the 70s and 80s. Total eclipse of the heart, which is interesting because the 8 of Cups is walking away from emotions, like walking away from something emotionally. That's your recent past. That's right, right? Let me keep track here. Your recent past. An eclipse, total eclipse of the heart. Maybe go and listen to that song. Immediate future, most significant, the 2 of Materials. Well, you already told me that this was your emotional state. This is the overall energy of your reading. I got a lot of things to do. You got a lot of practical things that you need to look after going into the future here. Your strength is the 7 of Materials. Well, you really are pentacly. Really pentacly right now. Your strength is the 7 of Materials. Is, you know, this one is like, this deck is already talking to me. Like, there's the eclipse. There's the black void of the heart. I'm going to call it right now. Because we have the 3 of Swords, too, for what you need to do to move forward. And there's a black void sitting behind the door. But look at, not going into the black void. I got all these little things here. Look at that, what I can make. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. It's almost like, too, a little bit of focusing on things to keep you busy in the day, to not think about the black void of the heart. Energy that surrounds and supports you right now. The Muse of Voices. Oh, So the Muse, I always get confused with this deck. That's right, because there's queens. It's kind of like the King of Swords, but there's no king in here because it's all female depiction. So it's the Muse. And you can't really read it like that. It's really different. It's like a great big boardwalk. And there's the black void all around the boardwalk. Wow, there's something that you need to look at in your heart. And I think you're a little distracted here. You're busy with all the little things that need to get done in the day. But you're doing it really well. Like, you're making really good abundant. You're making a really stable home, work environment, whatever that is. It's good. But there's something in the black void of the heart here that needs to be addressed. Energy out there, like a surprise from the universe that you're unaware of. Oh, well, maybe you should go look into the black void of the heart. You have the Two of Emotions, the Two of Cups now. For the energy out there that you're not aware of. Maybe you're like, I don't want to go over the black void of the heart. But there's something there. Your weakness or what you need to work on. What is all these bridges? Taurus had a bridge, and then in their extended they had a bridge. Actually, they had this one. So, spoiler alert. They have this one, the Muse of Materials. Oh, your weakness. What are you focused on? Your focus is the weakness here. But then you're telling us your strength is material. This is a really intriguing reading. Let me look at this. I almost can't read this, what the typical tarot means with this deck. Now you got another Muse. Are there aces in this deck? That's a good question. Oh, yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I think there is. Yes, there are aces. The Muse is like the King, but they're all feminine. So the Muse of Inspiration. You have the King of Wands, if to call it that, the King of Swords, the Queen of Materials, and the King of Materials. There's a lot of big energy in this reading. And what would be considered reversed? Because this is sideways. To bear with me. The Hanged Muse. Like the Hanged Man. We'll get there. There's a lot to unpack here. Get some popcorn, get a drink. Let's see where this goes. And I don't know why I have a tendency to always push all the cards more to my left. I don't know why I do that. What's wrong with this side? Gemini. So, you know, your mental emotional state, like, it is the awakening. It is a judgment. Now, this card is different. I always get different messages with this. This just has the feeling of someone just looking up and judge me as you will. Do with me as you will. But it's almost like a hidden emotional state, because right now the overall energy of reading is, it's good, I got it going on, you know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, painting the house, organizing the bills, and getting the taxes done, you know, it's like, it's really like a really grounded, homey kind of energy. But it's almost as if, but deep inside, there's something deep inside, and it keeps coming up as this black void of the heart. We got to clarify this Three of Voices, like what you need to do to move forward is the Three of Swords. You need to move towards pain, a heartbreak. You know, it sure is darn interesting that there aren't any swords in, well, no, except the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords and the King of Swords are the only sword energies here. There's a lot of material. A lot of material. And the only cup is what you walked away from. And the other cup is the Two of Cups, but it doesn't represent, like, you. It represents sort of like a surprise from the universe. So this Two of Voices, the Two of Swords. And now we have the Queen of Swords. You've got the King and Queen of materials, pentacles, and you have the King and Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, Three of Wands. What you need to do to move forward. You need to be decisive about what it is you want to do. So the Three of Swords, there's some sort of conflict between what your mind is telling you and what your heart is telling you. This has something to do with the black void of the heart. You've walked away from something emotionally in your past. It's really funny that this is coming up as your strength, because I don't see it as your strength anywhere else in the reading, like Pentacles. I think you've strengthened something on some sort of level here with either physical abundance or stability in your life. But the black void of the heart is still sitting back there. Your strength is to keep yourself busy. But the Seven of Materialists is to kind of hash out a new plan. Hash out a new plan. The energy that surrounds and supports you is this muse of voices, this sort of like King of Swords energy. It is a bridge through the black void. The Hierophant. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the Hierophant to me can represent, I mean, I'm going to bring it out because there's the Two of Cups here. You've got some sort of heartache. You've walked away from something emotionally. You have very mature energy here, like King and Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Swords. Very intellectual, very like the King and Queen of Swords. I know it's not them, but I'm pulling it out here because they're counterparts. And it's a bridge again. It's a bridge to, okay, if you've been in a relationship in the past and there's some sort of heartache associated with that, even if it was like a committed relationship, because you have the Hierophant, again, because there's a bridge to go over this dark void, and it's talking about the Hierophant, but this is a completely different karmic cycle. And what does the energy out there that you aren't aware of, like a surprise from the universe? Oh, look, this one's Two of Cups, which is beautiful. These two dance together. They swim together. I like to think, too, if one is running low on oxygen, the other one will oxygenate them. It's really beautiful energy. But you are clouded. It's like you're clouded by the dark void of the heart. I call this reading that. The dark void of the heart. It is like an eclipse, total eclipse of the heart. I can't even, it's weird, like usually songs like that, the lyrics will come right into my head. I'm almost going to go and check that later because it came out very strongly with this. So there's some sort of pain, like walking away. And I feel like you've been distracting yourself with looking after all the little monetary things, practical things in life. And you've been doing a pretty good job with it. Like, it is your strength on some level, yeah. But I think moving forward, there's something here in the void. Because it's all over these cards. But look, your weakness, or what you need to do to work on, is the King of Pentacles. So if you've become the Queen of Pentacles, like this Muse of Pentacles, there's a bridge here again. It sort of feels like the energy that surrounds and supports you is a bridge to go beyond the black void. Now, how do you do that? Let's see. Let me see. I feel like this is it. Your weakness, or what you need to work on, is going over this. There is a bit of a black void there too, but it's the energy that is really, it resonates with like yours right now. So how does Gemini get over to the get past the black void of the heart? The Pentacles. See, I'm trying to push you to something you shouldn't do to. You have the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So very slowly and steadily build yourself up here, which it looks like you're doing. So don't even listen to me. You're doing what you should be doing. Because you are. Like, the cards are showing me that you are. But what you need to do to move forward, you know, two with the Queen of Swords, just cut out. Cut it out. Cut the shit out. Just, you know, cut it out. Cut it out. Have you been in it too long? Cut it out. Because you're building something here. And the Queen of Swords will cut shit out. Just cut it out. Cut it out and look towards a better future. There you go. Cut it out and look towards a better future and expect it to come in. Well, let's look at this black void of the heart. It's your recent past. Most significant, okay? So when I say that too, it's the most significant in terms of how it pertains to this reading for you. The Eight of Emotions. The Emperor and the Ten of Swords. So some sort of ending, very painful ending. Now, again, I said this could be like a partnership. This could have been a partnership from the past because you're working on creating like your own sovereignty here. That's the thing to continue to strengthen. And you've got the overall energy of this is you really are sort of like you could call this like the homemaker, the wife, the spouse, the businesswoman. She's sort of got all those balls in the air, she's juggling all of that, all those spheres. Sorry, we can't say that word in my house right now. The Emperor and the Ten of Swords, like a major ending on the patriarchal energy around you. Major ending of stability, leadership. So you've walked away from that. There's been two. This is painful for both sides. It's sort of over two, taking control and leadership in your own life here. So what is this Two of Materials? Looks like you're having a good time. Looks like she's having a good time. She's just juggling things though. The Two, because this is your immediate future. The Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. I keep choking on my spit today. I have so much shit going on in my mouth to make me salivate. You have the Death card and the Eight of Wands. Communication. Like things coming in that you have to deal with. Maybe things have been kind of quiet lately. I don't know, like there's just feels like a heavy focus on the home, the stability of the home, all the function and practicality that goes in with that. It feels like there's an awful lot of practical energy around you, but there's in this background, there's like this energy of like a broken heart, the Three of Swords, and it's coming up as this black void of the heart. So your strength is the Seven of Materials. So you're really good too. I feel like it's also telling us that you're really good at picking up and continuing on. Picking up and continuing on. Picking up and finding a new road. Picking up and finding a new path. The Seven of Materials for Gemini. Yep. The Ace of Swords. Wow. Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, which is what this is. Finding some clarity for yourself and trying to work through all of the confusion, of the multiple possibilities, and how to navigate it and create something of abundance and move through. And how to keep adjusting, how to have to keep adjusting to that. That's your strength. So you're doing it. You're doing a good fight here, whatever that is for you. Now, the only things I haven't really, let's look at the energy out there that you aren't aware of. Like a surprise from the universe is the Two of Cups, the Two of Emotions. The Two of Cups, the Two of Emotions. Something that's been walked away from. to start a new beginning, a really passionate new beginning. I can't even tell how many things you've walked away from here, to be honest, at this point, Gemini. Like, you've walked away. You've cut things out. You're having new beginnings in movement. You're creating stability. You're sort of, I mean, you're kind of creating the foundation of something new here with all this pentacle energy. Let's see what this is. This is your mental, emotional state. I almost feel like this is like you surrendering yourself to the universe. It's like the deeper part of you, like the late at night. The late at night when everything is quiet and there's no distractions. Because there's a lot of distractions in this. Your mental, emotional state. The awakening. Wow. It's big. It's the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Empress. See, something ended here with like an Emperor energy. And you have King and Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Swords. There's a lot of counterpart energy. You don't have the Queen of Cups here, do you? There's a lot of emotions. Stability. I feel like your mental, emotional state is wanting this abundance, this kind of forever after, ever, happily ever after. The Empress, the energy of Venus, finding your soulmate, finding your soulmate. That's what this kind of feels like too. Maybe I should change the reading to that. But there's the dark void of the heart. It's almost like that's all you found at this point. It's the dark void of the heart. But where's my soulmate? Well, they're trying to tell you that it's coming. It's coming. But really, all you need to keep doing is to keep strengthening your physical sovereignty, your foundation, looking after yourself, keeping your plan going slowly forward. That's really what you have to do here. And I do feel like there's little hints along the way that your path will take you. A little funny. It kind of reminds me of Taurus. No, it's so weird. And I'm thinking it's a bit like the Extended, where your path is taking you over a strengthened bridge. And you kind of like, you don't have to worry so much about the dark void. That's what this is coming through to tell you. Because it hangs. It's like, it's ever present. It feels like it's ever present. I mean, here it is, walking around. There's not much around except this. And then here, they're still sitting behind the door. Put it in the closet, but it's still there. And then, you know, my strength, look at all the great things. But it's still there. It's still there. It's still there. Oh my gosh, Gemini. It really does feel like being on a journey here. And the journey up to this point, it kind of feels like it just keeps leading you to the dark void of the heart. But they're trying to tell you that there's a surprise. There's the Two of Cups at some point down this journey for you. The lower energy of your reading is the Queen of Materials. Got the King of Pentacles. Like, you are a counterpart to something here. To someone. To know that. The Nine of Swords is Gemini. Gemini on a bad day. The Nine of Swords and the Hanged Man. You know, I feel like this is like what I'm pulling out at the end. Your underline. Your final underline is, I've looked at everything inside out and upside down, and I'm telling you, universe, I can't see it. But maybe because this hangs around you, it's almost like it's this dark energy that sits over your shoulder. It's always freaking there. Well, this is what I like. Okay, so the Muse of Materials is like the King of Pentacles. So the dark energy, you won't feel like you're walking towards dark energy. That's going to be the difference. You're not going to feel like it's looming over you. And there's something that sits between this bridge and the dark energy, like this really abundant, balanced, fruitful color, as opposed to the dark void of the heart. Oh, it's Gemini. Whew, that's heavy. Look at it, it's dark. It's dark. I'm picking up like all this black energy. Oh, Lordy. I'm going to go do the extended. See where that goes. Just take some hope in this. If there is some sort of counterpart for you, even though if everything up to this point has just led to the dark void of the heart. So it gets better. There's no timelines with tarot. So I feel bad. Like, I feel like when you pull something out like this is the kind of reading where I feel like I should be sitting down with someone who can talk to me and I can talk to you and we can have a cup of tea. And so I'm really sorry it's just YouTube in general, but that's what this is telling me. So until next time, Gemini, just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing things good. Be gentle with yourselves. Bye.